What makes you you? Right? And then, if you're doing it right, and the only way you know if you're doing this right is if the other person's looking into your eyeballs and saying, thank you, then you know you're onto being something memorable, right? You have some persistence of memory. People call it repeat customers, call it whatever you want. But they're going to come back to you for whatever they want. That persistence of remembering who this person is. So one good example of this is, you should go to YouTube and search for Jean-Claude Van Damme Volvo truck ads. You laugh. I know, the muscles from Brussels. Right? It's 1 minute and 7 seconds of pure genius. Marketing guys, take note. Other people learn. Jean-Claude Van Damme, in less than 50 seconds, tells you why he's doing this thing. There's no CGI in it. There's no special effects. But he's telling you why he's doing it. And there's Enya playing in the background, which is an enormous thing for crackheads like me who live on 80s crap music. Right? So you crank that up. And then there's these Volvo trucks. Here's a company that, annual revenue is like $5 billion, $6 billion, right? Who has chosen a washed out actor from the 80s to do branding for them. Think about it, right? And at the end of that 1 minute and 7 seconds, you go and you say, I gotta watch it again. Then you say, oh shit, I gotta watch it at least 50 more times to really, really, really get cool with this thing. And you gotta crank up you gotta go full screen, you gotta crank up the volume. Now the reason is, you remember it. The thing has been watched 80 million times. I know Justin Bieber and those yahoos get more. I don't care, but those are forgettable, right? This is not. So what makes you unforgettable? What makes you something that's going to stick around? What makes you something that now that you've planted this flag of a startup and are here in this community that's going to help you, trust me, this community is going to go bend over backwards in making sure you're surrounded with capability, mentorship, love, all the things that is going to sustain you. You won't find it anywhere else on the frickin' planet. And I have been across the planet, right? So why should they invest all that human energy in you? It's a responsibility. You should never, ever forget that. And in that lies a circle of what makes us human. You give back. So hopefully in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever that number is that satisfies you, whatever that metric is that makes you, you, I hope you come and bring it back. I hope you give it, share it, not with any expectation whatsoever. Zero expectation on what you may get back. Because in that lies a leverage, multiplier. And frankly, you guys are the future of the state of Maine. Make no mistake about it. You are it. Regardless of what taxation, regardless of what kind of workman's comp, forget all about it. You may even forget the SBA, frankly. The reason is, no, I know, I say a lot of controversial things. But the reason is the SBA cannot help you be who you are. The SBA can give you the tools to get to different grades and steps, right? But they cannot help you to define yourself. That's your job of your product. And that's what that's where you gotta get to. What's that multiplier? And oh, by the way, you will fail. You will screw up. Punch on through. Don't give up.